Has he got a hand on it? If he has, Athanaze might be in trouble. Athanaze might be in trouble if there's a fingertip on that. I don't think the bat was in the crease.
TV umpire director, we have a review for a run out. Just confirm that he's touched it first, please. Thank you. Thank you. Have you got an end on to show me? Thank you. Thank you. Anything else? That is totally short. Thank you. Yeah. Look at that end on one again, please. Slowly past the hand. Thank you. Just rock and roll that. Thank you. Keep going. Thank you. I don't have definitive evidence that the ball's touched their hand. I have a decision for the big screen.
Well, that disappoints me because you know, yeah, okay, can't put Snicko on his hand, but you know the bowler knows, and in our day, Bish, you'd ask the bowler, did you touch that? The bowler would say yes, and you walk off, and he's a Southlander, honest as the day is long down there. I don't think any Southlander has ever told a lie, ever.
Different game. No Richardson, no DRS today, so we understand how it goes. The umpires will need proof, that's the thing. The umpires need proof. You cannot take a player's word. I've seen guys hit the ball, didn't think they hit it recently. I've seen them not hit the ball and think they hit it. I think Athanaze thought he was gone. He dropped his bat and stuff after all of this took place. Visible disappointment, but you can't prove.
But it's the appeal there. He knows. You would feel that flick your hand, and it just disappoints me that you can't go on a player's honesty any longer.
Sure. Yeah, we've moved past that D, but with the short boundaries here, these sort of strokes, they're risky, but they are an option with a very short, fine and third boundaries on this particular ground. Square shots, bit tougher because of the length of the square boundaries. $12 for 1.
Every idea you love began as nothing. Just a flicker on a screen, asking a simple question. What do you see?
Director, the taste of success.
There's the ball at the northern end of the ground. He's been very, very good in the one-day international series. He's swung the ball. He's got a bag full of tricks. That's his go-to. And that hooping in swinger. Just a little bit quicker than you think, too.
I watched him in the previous series against England, and he was quite good with that movement. So you've got to set yourself up for that largely if you're Shai Hope and if Afanase gets down the other end. Very open stance for Shai Hope.
But you were talking about the little lap shot in the last over. I don't think on this ground that players go to that soon enough. If you are struggling to actually find the timing to hit the top of the bounce, because you know that the bowlers on this ground will look to go a hard length, use the swing, use some bounce that's there for them. You can trust that bounce on this pitch. The stumps are not brought into play. So if you miss it, you know that you're not likely to be LBW or bowl. You tend to find sides that have wicket keepers who bat in the top 4 will be more comfortable playing those shots early in an innings.
It's a very, very wide, deep third, almost a backward point into that long pocket of the ground. 2 fielders allowed outside, the other one deep forward square. So I'm curious now to see how New Zealand set up against Afanase, the left-hander, with the ball sliding across him. There wasn't a slip for Shai Hope. Will there be one for Alec Afanase with that movement? What I'm saying is there should be at least one, if not 2. And there is one now in Daryl Mitchell. When I talk about 2, you could have the short third into catching and have that deep third a little finer. It's a big shot. That is huge because, again, we talk about those little angles down in the corners. That is a long hit.
Gee, picked the line of this really well, didn't he? It was meant to be the one that swings away. It was swung away. All the way. And it was a genuine edge, but it was along the ground. You can hand that one to the batter, and it's a good finish to the over. 23 for 1.
I am the future that was born 100 years ago. I am the purpose that emerged with India's independence to be a force for business that makes doing good our business. Towards a future made perfect. And be a force creating abundance. Aditya Birla Group, a force for good.
Director, the taste of success.
West Indies 2 leading run scorers previously in Bangladesh. Hope and Afanase. Shai Hope at the top. He hasn't always been the guy in T20 cricket for the West Indies, but instituted as captain and has worked hard in the last, I would say, 3 or 4 years on his T20 game. obviously world-class in ODI cricket with an average near on 50. But has developed his power, still is technically sound. That's an area that Alec Athanaze has also developed. Of course, it's short down the ground. Usually you think square of the wicket with him, but he's opening up that area.
He's a free spirit, this fella, isn't he? It was the cross seamer, he picked it, no swing, right in the slot. And he was all over that one, Athanaze. It's not the area to be at Eden Park as far as bowling goes.
What is the area? That's perhaps more the area because the square boundaries are so long and deep. So getting them to play square shots at their own peril. Good comeback after being struck down the ground by Jamieson.
Yeah, straight. I think you need to be straight. Either top and middle stump or very full and straight. This time it was more top of the stumps, big top edge, simple catch. Chapman has a wonderful set of hands. Jamieson's done the trick here with the extra height and bounce. It's a shame because a promising innings from Athanaze comes to an end at 16, 28 for 2.
Every idea you love began as nothing. Just a flicker on a screen, asking a simple question. What do you see?
Correct, though. The taste of success.
डिजिट टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस में है मिनिमम पेपर वर्क। कुछ केसेस में तो इनकम प्रूफ की भी जरूरत नहीं। आप बिजनेस पे ध्यान दो, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस हम संभाल लेंगे। डिजिट टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस, that's it, that's डिजिट।
Against Nepal in the UAE, and now he replaces Alec Athanaze. How much room there is behind Chapman. Wasn't out of the middle, it was more of a top edge, but those square boundaries are enormous compared to the straight ones. Cross seamer again.
Like it, Daz, like it, boy. Like it, boy. Well, it's interesting, isn't it? It is it's a rugby ground. They're longer in the corners. You can see 78, 79. It's still not long. It gets very, very short. It gets very, very short when you think about the boundaries behind the batter as well. The spirit thought for the boundary riders, they're weird boundaries for them to protect as well. Oh, if it hits, it's out. And it missed. Never really a run there. Jimmy Neesham was onto it. Throwing off balanced. Good dive. Then had to get up off balance and throw. It was not far away. It sort of just hit it and wandered off down the wicket. There was not much communication between the two there at all.
That hit the splice of the bat. That's the difference in bounce. 28 for 2.
I am the future that was born 100 years ago. I am the purpose that emerged with India's independence to be a force for business, to take India to the world and the world to India, creating pathways of self-reliance, to stand for progress, the planet, and the people. Aditya Birla Group, a force for good.
Correct, though. The taste of success.
6 from his 2 overs so far. He'll be bowling from the northern end. That light that had illuminated the pitch at about the halfway mark has finally disappeared as we head into dusk here in Tamaki Makaurau. New Zealand on top here in the power play. Average power play here in the last 10 fixtures around about 59. So the West Indies behind on rate. More crucially, they do not want to lose another wicket here. 2 down already. Katie Martin, welcome to you. Welcome back.
Thanks, Scotty. Isn't it great to see the sun shining through, even though it's probably slightly annoying for the players?
Just coming on a little faster, perhaps, than Shai Hope is used to here at Eden Park. It's a bit skitty. I don't think it's had that tennis ball type bounce we sometimes get here at Eden Park, Katie. It's true enough, but just a couple of deliveries that have dipped before Devon Conway, who most likely standing a little bit deeper given he doesn't have the tools behind the stumps that often these days. Taken a few precautions for himself, but a couple just dipped on him. And quite often when you see that ball really coming on, those edges will carry, and they haven't here tonight. Partly that's because the batters have used some discretion in terms of how hard they're swinging, played with the soft hands. That one's right past the edge. It's a beaut delivery.
Well, this is the wicket that was used in that rained-out game against England, and obviously there's been a lot of different sports that's played here in between time, so it's gone away, it's come back, they've brought it back up, and sometimes when they have to bring the wicket back up, it does have that drier tendency, but I guess it's just that extra bit of bounce, that bail height bounce. It's so different compared to the Bangladesh conditions that these West Indian players are so used to.
Oh, it's another swing and a miss, and there's an appeal here. A lot of players up. Remember, there is no ultra edge, there is no DRS tonight. We apologise to our viewers who are accustomed to that experience. That is a matter that is out of our control. So an unsuccessful appeal. Let's see the eye test here. Oh, goodness me. That sounded very woody. That sounded more woody than Toy Story.
Just seen a few times those shots across the line. Very good on the leg side, this player.
This time hits high on the bat though, right up on the stickers as he tried to muscle it through mid-wicket.
I guess is definitely, I think in Ian Bishop's word, a leading light of this West Indian side. Got a split grip, so he's very strong square of the wicket, very, very strong leg side, and just a slight change of pace from Jacob Duffy. Good option against likes of a player that does have a split grip, that does like to hit leg side. Shai Hope, more sort of your offside player, likes to hit through the offside, deep point in place. Probably also a sign of the fact that it is a little bit slower at times.
Well, he was all seam up for those first 2 overs, and he'll reach into the bag of tricks here. This one shorter pitched, and ducking out of the way is Shai Hope. That's the end of the power play. 6 overs complete, 32 for 2.
अपने परिश्रम से देश की रफ्तार बढ़ाने वाले मैकेनिक्स को HP Lubricants करता है सलाम। HP Lubricants, हिंदुस्तान का अपना इंजन ऑयल।
Fortune presents
আলুর তরকারি খেতে দারুণ, কিন্তু লুচি খুবই করুণ।
এর সমাধান?
যখন বাড়িতে আনছেন ফরচুন কাচ্চিঘানি খাঁটি সরষের তেল, তখন সঙ্গে আনুন শুধু ফরচুন রিফাইন্ড সয়াবিন তেল। ওজন বাহিনীর কথা মান, ইন্ডিয়ার নাম্বার 1 জোড়িয়ান।
The Hauraki Gulf, Rangitoto there, the volcano in the harbour, right up to the Whangaroa Peninsula in the background, and the Sky Tower illuminated in the late afternoon sun. Speaking of illuminated, a bit of a golden arm, this bloke, Jimmy Nish. Whipped away, should just be 2 here. Oh, they're going to come back. There was hesitation. I think 2 was always on. Not so keen. Was Akeem.
Just a little uncertain of the depth out there in those bigger pockets. Jimmy Neesham so good at just coming in, hitting that back of a length, rolling his fingers over. I think the New Zealand bowlers have tightened their lines up a lot more, rising up just above that bail height. A number of these players have been caught out just looking to hit square underneath the ball, which is what you can do on slower conditions, but it does hit you a lot harder on the bat here at Eden Park.
Two in the deep square here. Oh, that's hit on the pad. It's travelling down leg.
Jimmy Neesham's very good at just gripping the ball harder. Just watch there, he's got all his fingers over the ball, cross seam. It just allows him to hold the ball further back in the hand. Just it wobbles down so it can do different things off the leather, whether it skids on. See that one just straighten up a little bit more, but length is crucial there as well. Just gives enough on the ball that it can deviate, and that's really the experience that he's gaining in franchise cricket. Just rolls his fingers down the ball. Doesn't allow you just to be consistently to hit through the line.
And split grip, Jimmy Neesham, he's always good variety in his deliveries. That's been punished though. That is a beautiful shot. Over extra cover, and that is 4 all day. Lovely from Shai Hope.
Very offside dominant, likes to give himself a little bit of space, only just enough. See that front leg going to that leg side, allows him to open that hip up and over. Play that if you can tighten those lines up a little bit more and force him to try and hit onto the leg side. He's in such good form with this West Indies side. I think he's averaged over 40 in the last year. Really leader of this batting side.
That is clubbed. Jimmy Neesham had to take evasive action if he even saw it in the first place. It was hit back at pace. And that is 4 more.
Clear the front leg. We've seen this so often. Didn't get all of it, but enough down the ground, and good evasion from Jimmy Neesham in the end. And if you're catching that, you're doing a pretty good job. Good adjustment though. Mid-off is up, so he's saying, I know that the length is probably going to be into the wicket a little bit tighter, so just giving himself enough room.
2 back on the leg side boundary. And he just took a step back into his crease and unfortunately lost his timing on the play. The radio mast on top of the Waitakere Ranges at Waiatarua, out in the west of Auckland. Gorgeous part of the region out there. That's a wide. We'll have another.
I'm sure there's plenty of people's idol, assuming that's Rachin Ravindra. Plenty of support. Change of pace there. He's got those 2 fielders out on the leg side, deep square, deep mid-wicket as well, and long on. So I'm going to try and bowl those tighter lines sort of into the hip area. Has been caught on the boundary a few occasions.
And this could be another occasion. Ravindra is underneath it, and Rachin Ravindra will remain that kid's idol. And the West Indies lose the third. Auguste this time couldn't help himself. Mata, you mentioned, just pitching just that little bit shorter, not accustomed to the bounce here, swung all across it and has paid the ultimate price.
We've seen him hit one boundary down the ground, not a strength of his to hit over mid-off, just open up on the strike. Going to try and access that leg side potentially, low on the back, good high catch from Rachin Ravindra. He's out for 2, 43 for 3.
अपने परिश्रम से देश की रफ्तार बढ़ाने वाले मैकेनिक